to share. The system is recording. At the moment, you may have had the sound from your smartphones, but it's recording. I can see just an indication because I'm not on the phone now. So let's, okay, maybe I can connect. Let's please go to, Ntsoane, you need to please advise us of the help you would like to be given so that we are on the same page. What is it that you would like us to assist you with at the moment so that other partners are aware of what we want to do or what you would like us to assist you with? And then when you speak, we can't hear you because you are muted.
Sorry, I was not aware I'm muted.
Yes, ma, we can hear you now.
May we please set the trades at my side?
Okay, no. And then, okay, let's see how much USDC do we have on your strategy page. We are on the home page now.
87.
Okay, we have a lot of money there, $87 business partners. We are on the spot market. So let's go to the home. We have already set up the trade settings during the day, your my strategy settings.
Are we done?
Okay, I thought so. Let's go and confirm that before we proceed. Let's go to the mine page and let's look at the my strategy settings business partners so that, yes, that is the strategy there. It's been set. It's a one-shot strategy, business partners, but let's view. And what I like also is that it has a whole position take profit ratio of 10%, but this is not a fixed take profit target. You can always reduce or increase it. However, under the whole position take profit ratio, the maximum we can set is 30%. So
Okay.
that is just what we need to be aware of. I think in other sessions for advanced exposure to this, we will talk about one who would desire to increase take profit target to more than 30% business partners. But at the moment, what we have with 10%, it's somehow reasonable. However, feel free to increase it to maximum of 10% of 30%. But if you increase to 30% take profit target on that particular coin, we'll then also be mindful of the fact that 30% may not be hit. So if it's not reached, it's possible that the market can rise to, let's say, 15%, 18 or 25 or even 28% and begin to pull back. Yes, to come back again and begins to go down, business partners. So if such happens, if you are ambitious for a bigger take profit target, let it be because on that particular day or moment, you are available to sort of check what is happening with the rising and the fallings of the markets so that you can scalp or, but then when you leave your phone or you go and attend to other things, try and make your take profit target reasonable or rather within reach, or let it be feasible, for instance, and that is going to help business partners. However, when a position has already gone into profit, let's say maybe you're around plus 10%, for instance, you can certainly block a certain amount of the profits and allow the remaining percentage towards 30% to be there. You can still increase your take profit target from this 10% that we are seeing and the whole position take profit ratio to 30%, for instance, knowing very well that you have blocked or locked in a certain amount of the profits that are already there. Let's say maybe you are floating with, let's say you are floating with $5 already. If you're trading with a smaller amount, $5 is there already in profit. You can block $3 of the profits and allow the remaining two to fluctuate as you will be hoping for more than $5. Maybe you want to take $10 or $15 and so forth, depending on whatever coin that you'll be trading. So let's please move back to the home page so that we can look at a coin that we want to trade. And welcome to other business partners who are joining us tonight. So business partners, this is a spot market. Let's tap on the 24-hour change, the upper right 24-hour change, business partners. Don't you have a coin above agent? Don't you have a coin there above that? Because it appears as though there may be other coins hidden. No, when you slide downwards, we want to see the top performing coin. We shouldn't be hiding. Can you see, business partners, there's 40% coin there, MLM. So when you click on the 24-hour change, the aim is to see the top leaders, in the market. This helps you in decision making, for instance. And also you see the biggest losers. So the gainer of the day currently, or of the moment, which is of the day, honestly speaking, because that's according to the 24-hour change, is MLN. Then let's tap on 24-hour change again, and then we're going to see the biggest loser. So COS, there it is. So there's nothing above COS. It has actually gone down by minus 20%, business partners. This is a clear indication to us that a coin can dump by minus 20% or even more. So which means our current approach to trading, business partners, it's important. It's an advantage to go into a market with a certain stop loss amount, for instance. Like, for instance, looking at this COS, let's tap on the COS. Let's look at it. The candlesticks. Can you see, business partners, that the low of this is 0.001357. That is the low of this coin at the moment from the 15 minutes time frame. But it may still continue to decline. But what we need to do is this. Let's not only rely on the smaller amount of data. Move to an hourly time frame. Let's look at how this coin has been performing on hourly basis, and then we'll go to a daily time frame and to sort of have a bigger picture of what is happening in this market. So there we are, business partners. You can see that at the moment it has touched, it is actually along the lower band of the hourly time frame. Let's then switch to a daily time frame so that we look at where the coin is between the Look at what happened yesterday, business partners. There was massive pump there. There was massive pump, meaning that what we're going to do, by the way, we are currently trading on the spot market. Because we are on the spot market, I would like us to look at yesterday's low. Yesterday's low, Ntsoane, we need to look at it. You can enlarge the candlesticks, pinch out. Just like open further so that we see the bottom of the bigger candlesticks, the green one for yesterday. Yes, if you enlarge, keep on enlarging up until we see the bottom of the longer green candlestick. Yes, if you enlarge further, or have you reached the maximum?
I think so.
Okay, it's okay, ma. If you've reached the maximum, it's okay. Hold it as is. It's okay. Business partners, we are all on the same page with, I hope, with the fact that this market pumped yesterday. And then there has been a a pullback. It kept on coming down, although it closed bullishly yesterday. Today also it did go up. Some greens happened today on COS. However, currently it came back again. It's now red. You can see the candlestick, it's red, which means the past 24-hour performance is downward. The price is currently lower than its opening. So what I'd like us to do is simple, business partners. We're going to sort of use yesterday's low. We're going to use it as a stop loss. But this is not always the case, business partners. You have to also sort of check, because position quantity, the value of position quantity is determined by the price of the asset, that is the market price, or the price at which the stop loss is going to be, for instance. But we're going to calculate that together. So currently, just by looking at the candlestick, business partners, I just want us to have this in mind that, okay, with this situation, we're going to use the low of yesterday as a stop loss. There hasn't been this. We can see for the other days, a day before yesterday, we can see how low these coins were. I mean, this market was like consolidating. It was moving horizontally, and the bodies of their candlesticks were very small. But now, business partners, let's get the lowest price of yesterday. You will tap on the long candlestick, just touch anywhere. You don't need to be on it. Yes, there it is, business partners. When you touch anywhere in line with it vertically, we get some information there. Can you give us the low, ma'am? How much was the low of that candlestick?
0.00
0.00
1216.
Let's repeat. Okay, 1216. Let's repeat so that others can see.
0.00 1216.
Okay, 0.001216. Business partners, this is the low of yesterday. The reason why I'm doing this is a daily time frame. You can see at the top there, 1D. 1D, it means 24-hour performance, or 24-hour activity, or 24-hour work in this particular market of transactions that went through between buyers and sellers and so forth. So the lowest the market was at yesterday is 0.001216, as Ntsoane has actually indicated. So now we are going to use our money to enter this market with hopes that there's going to be a pump. However, should the market go down to yesterday's low, we exit. We exit because that will be an indication that maybe the asset is continuing to decline. So we don't want to crash with it again. Because think about it, business partners. This just shows you a huge manipulation for a coin to go up today or yesterday to go so high, and the following day it cancels out everything. The following day, or maybe within 2 days after such a huge rise or increase, the coin goes back to where it was yesterday or a day before. So because of we want to protect our capital, then we look at certain price levels at which we want to exit the market if the profits we want don't materialize. Like we've seen on the hourly time frame that the crash was significant. So now let's go back to the hourly time frame for people to see that this thing has been crashing. It's been going down. On 1H, you can see. Okay, let's now bring the candlesticks together now. Let's shrink the page of the candlestick so that we can see more information or more hours. Each green or red in a candlestick there, business partners, shows you an amount of 60 minutes. Keep on shrinking it some more so that people can see how high it went. Keep on. Yes, this is beautiful. So now we have more exposure. business partners to the high this actually coin went to in this case. So this is okay. Already, if you are to count, you see that all these green and red indicators or bars or candlesticks show you more than 24-hour activity. So the coin did pump and then it crashed accordingly. So when you enter a coin like this, business partners, it's a good entry in a sense that we're entering at the lower band. We have 3 lines there on the indicator, 3 lines meaning the upper, the middle, and the lower one. We call them Bollinger Bands because it's a technical indicator which shows us important areas of the price where the price is currently it's oversold. It means the selling pressure has been so much. That is why now the price has even touched the lower line or the lower band. So which means now the bears or the sellers have actually brought the price so low that they are beginning to lose strength, you know. So there's no more advantage of ongoing selling activity, business partners, because now it's an opportunity to buy, you know, because if you are selling it now, you'll be selling it extremely cheaper, you know. What am I saying? Yes, you know, that is the concept. So, but what you want to do now is you want to buy it cheaper so that you can sell it high. That is the concept, business partner. So you want to make money, buy low, and then sell later higher there. So we're hoping for a pump. So we click create. We're going to apply the trade settings that we have in place. This session is going to be recorded. So we create, I mean, it's recorded. It's going to, you will be able to play back, repeat the watching and so forth. Create. We see Martingale strategy board. That's what we want to use. And then from here, we go to trade settings at the bottom left, trade settings. And then trade settings page appear. We move from smart create. We go to the right-hand side at the top there, manually create. And then you can see there is my template. To the right of my template, we have choose a strategy setting. You tap there. Choose a strategy setting. Now tap anywhere whether it's 20 or 5 or 10%. Strategy will be selected. It's been selected. So, but how much would you like to use? $20, or you want to move with more?
With more.
Pardon?
I want to move with more.
Okay, place the first amount that you want to enter with. $30. Okay, that's fine. So business partners, we are through then. $30 has been put. We will immediately enter this market with $30. And don't worry about the $20 signature strategy. This is just a guide of what we can be trading with, but feel free to make some adjustments as it happens. So it means she perceives some better pump from what happened, for instance. So that's good. So now, when there is strategy mode on the right-hand side, whole warehouse mode, always please, when you trade this kind of methods, trade under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Our signature strategy, we always want to trade under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. So just in case you forgot to play certain things, at least when margin calls are triggered, let them be under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement, because some coins are extremely like highly volatile. So if you get trapped in a position for whatever reasons, let it be under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. So you tap there where there's whole warehouse, and then go to the last third option. No, tap there whole warehouse again, and
sub-bin.
That sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Bottoms. Oh, there's something. Okay, let's read the information they're showing us.
All right.
Tap again. You see the bottom sub-bin mode.
Please make profit allocation for. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Please make profit allocation for sub warehouse.
Okay. So meaning go up a bit. Let's check. Sub warehouse. So it means they are not happy with the 0% you have there. Sub position take profit callback. Make it 0.01.
Yeah.
Yes.
0.01.
Just like the rest.
01.
Yes. Now we can change your
I
strategy
see.
mode.
I see.
No, we don't save. We want to change the strategy mode first.
Okay.
You can move up.
Mhm.
There is whole warehouse mode. Change it to sub-bin mode real-time settlement.
Sub warehouse first.
Yes, but let's check. We thought you changed it. Let's go back and check. Okay, select and then, but I mean, let's go down and check what we have done.
Okay.
Sub warehouse, there is information. Distributed and take profit allocation. Okay. Okay, let's check quickly under margin configuration. Margin configuration. Everything is perfect here. Confirm. That's perfect. And then let's check distributed and take profit allocation. Yes, let's change that 0%, because I wonder how come we have this kind of situation. You can put even 10% like on the other side. Can always increase it even to more than 30%, this one. So save. But business partners, let's go back to the settings from my strategy settings. It means there are variables that we didn't put. So let's tap on trade settings and go and get them right. There are some fields that were not filled. So, so let's go to where you see my strategy, my template. Tap there where there's $20 signature strategy. We were working from a web browser, remember? That is why maybe certain things were not actually placed. So like I said, there's some fields that were not filled, meaning FIELD, and then completed FILL. Yes. Now tap on the marker or the pen or the pencil. We are editing business partners. Let's go to margin configuration. Okay, you can see there, sub position take profit. Now the question is, imagine on the website saved with the 0 there, because these settings were saved. So let's change that 0 from sub position take profit callback. We're doing this business partners so that when we take other positions, we're not going to keep on correcting the same thing. Yes, 0.01.
0.01.
Yeah, 0.01. And then also go to sub distributed and take profit allocation and change that 0 to the 10%. Distributed and take profit allocation just above where we are at. Distributed and take profit allocation. The second arrow at the bottom, pointing to the right. Yeah, let's change that 0. So this is amazing that a web, but anyway, that web browser, we don't know what it is. Maybe it's from the old website, I don't know. Let's put 10% or any figure you want there. Business partners, this is where you can put more than 30% when you want to collect bigger profits. So it means you have a desire to collect more than 30% profit target. You need to at least have enough USDT or capital to place first, second, third, and the fourth call, and then push some money into this position, number 5, so that we can collect more than 30%. That we will do in future. For now, let's confirm. So here we are, and then we can save this, and then we are done. And you can then move to yes, and then let's go and save at the bottom. But there's something there that we haven't done.
I'm saving the current trade setting.
Warehouse is still under strategy mode, must be under sub-bin mode, real-time settlements.
Okay.
It's always important, business partners, because sometimes, positions can be, yes, sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. This is beautiful. Always when you see this at the top there, business partners, strategy mode, sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. It means, should it happen that for whatever reasons, your margin call gets switched on, or you're trying to switch it off, and due to network issues, it's forever thinking. The system is spinning, it's turning like that, and it ends up not being saved or switched off. Other margin calls, when they take place, like up until position number 5, they will be buying under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Then you will know what to do, whether to come out of that position or to open additional margin calls, knowing very well that you'll still recover your money through real-time settlements, whilst the entire position will still be under floating loss. So this is beautiful, business partners. We are set. You can go to, we are still on the trade settings page. Go to the bottom of this and then save the amendment. Changes have been saved. You can see even how the cube is now below cycle there, sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. So let's check the details at the bottom. Strategy details at the lower part of this. You can see first buying amount is $30, and then we are happy with the margin call drop of 98%. It means our aim is not to buy again, business partners, after we've entered this market with the first buying amount of 30 USDT. And not only that, you can see switch on margin call has been switched on, meaning that immediately when the trade goes through, there will be an attempt to execute first call after the first buying amount would have gone through, business partners. So it's always good to protect your capital by also adjusting your margin call drops for the forthcoming margin calls. That is instructions to buy again. A margin call, it means an instruction to buy more because your position is depreciating in value. Your position is depreciating in value, so you will be out of business. And for you to be kept in business, we apply dollar cost averaging. That is the martingale strategy of never going out of your position, for instance. So if you entered a market with $100 and the market goes against you, that $100 is no longer 100, is $90. It means you have a floating loss of $10. So if you don't address these floating losses through DCA, dollar cost averaging, you may find yourself that you are now floating with minus 90%, for instance. So more money will be required to keep you in the game. It's something of that nature, business partner. But with this, because trading, it's so that you make profits on the spot market, buy low, sell high. Because if the market continues to go against you, the price keeps on going down, going down, going down. An opportunity for you to collect profit may not come anytime soon. However, we trade like this by placing what? Stop losses. Business partners, remember, we have seen it already, which is the low of yesterday. We have it in place already, or we've written it down somewhere, which is 0.001216. So we are happy to start the trade at the current market price. Let's just check the top first, where the market is at the moment. Let's check the market price, which is the current price, is 0.0013. Oh, let's buy, please. Let's enter. Let's activate. We enter the market now. Create. So you can even switch off margin calls. It's a good practice, business partners, when you trade one shots like this. We've entered this market, business partners. We can switch off margin calls, switch where they say switch on margin call, it appears in blue, or it's to the right. The circle is to the right. Right, it means it's active. Left, it's off. So make sure it also goes to the left. It gets switched off. It must be grayed out. Yes, confirm. So we've disabled margin calls, meaning that no matter what happens, the robot won't make an attempt to invest again on this particular asset. So what we're going to do, business partners, without going anywhere else, because we've already checked, we've done our technical analysis from the candlesticks. We've seen the low of yesterday's candlesticks under the daily time frame. We've seen where it was, where it reached. So what are we going to do now? We're going to tap on sell. Let's tap on sell and see if the floating loss amount, dollar value wise, it's going to be okay if we exit at yesterday's lower low, the lowest point the market hit yesterday. If it continues to plummet to the level whereby it touches yesterday's low, then we want to exit, come out of this position, and we sort of call it quits, and then we look for other opportunities to trade. So we have that price, business partners. We've clicked on the sell, and a sell dialog box pops up there, giving us all the information. Business partners, still pay attention to what you are seeing here. Can you see that position amount is $30? That's what we've invested. So that sometimes you, as you do your thing, you can see if the robot bought more or not. You know, it's just that this screen of Ntsoane shows us at the top left, we still can see position amount. Some phones are smaller, you don't see all this. You know, so now you can see your position amount is $30 at an average price. You see 0.001354 there, and then you see how much quantity was bought. We have 22,172.9 COS. That is the coin. Currently, we can see where the market is 0.001347. That is the market price. That is the current price. That's where the value of this asset is if you were to sell it now. So what are we doing here, business partners? We want to protect our capital. What is our capital? Our capital is the position amount. That is the dollar value that we have utilized to purchase or acquire this particular asset called COS, business partners. And we already have it. Position quantity, you can see there it is, business partners. There it is. That is 22,172.9 COS, business partners, because it was cheap when we bought it. We just bought it at 0.00. It's less than a cent. It's extremely lesser than no, it's not even actually. Yes, it is 0.00135. Yeah, it's lesser than a cent. It's lesser than a cent. It's very, very cheap. You know, that's why we have so much of it. If this coin goes to $1, it means you're going to have $22,172. If it just happens, you know, it pumps to $1. That's what it is, business partners. Okay, let's click on to the right of market price where they say please enter the trigger price. Okay, click on sell, put $1 there. Just put 1 and go down a bit. Oh, even after you've put 1, people can see already there. What is the estimated sell profit, ma'am?
22.
$142. Yes. So we are just giving an example to people, the power of crypto. So price is everything. At the moment, at the price we bought at is only $30. But if this price can rise to $1, you'll have 22,000. If it pumps like that, Royal Q creates room for more to be accommodated. And it's highly possible that such a thing can happen, business partners. Now, let's, what do we want to do? We want to set up our
stop loss.
Yes, our reasonable stop loss. In this case, it's going to be, and the $1 price there, it's not a stop loss. That one is take profit target because it's higher than the average price. You know,
Mhm.
if we sell at $1, it will mean profit, but this will not be reached because your take profit target will hit before is 10%. It will be reached before that level of $1 price. You see, so now delete 1 month. Let's put the low of yesterday, which is 0.001216.
0 point
0.00.001216.
0.00.
Yes, and then 1216. That is the low of yesterday. We're going to verify that together. Yes, business partners, can you see now? You have minus $3.06, minus 3.06. That is $3.06. That is going to be a loss should this market reach yesterday's low. So you will exit this position with some more money on your side, because $30 business partners minus that 3, it means you still have $27 on your side.
Mm.
I'm correct, right?
Yes.
It's a reasonable stop loss for you, right?
Mm.
Yes.
Fine.
Now let's confirm it. Let's confirm it at the bottom.
Mm.
Yes. So business partners, you also need to understand that you want to collect how much? You want to collect 10%. So 10% is around 30. It's around $3. So which means now you think of your risk to reward ratio in this case. I'm okay with a stop loss of $3. But for the asset that is so volatile, how about we then increase the take profit target from 10% to, let's say, maybe 20% or to even 30%.
Yes.
So but let's be maybe let's go with maybe 20% for now. If you feel like you can go to more than that, feel free to do so. However, we know that a bullish candlestick may not be easily corrected by another candlestick within, what I mean, okay, a bullish candlestick, now a bearish candlestick, that's why we are entering. We may not immediately get another massive candlestick upward, because some people are trapped already and all this kind of stuff. Some have to lose the money, to the market and so forth. So that is just what it is. People who go into positions, just like yourself, you collect money here, you come out, you are happy, you go somewhere else. You don't want to be trapped again, yes. So now I'm thinking, let's put 30. Take a calculator so that people can see what we're talking about. Remember, business partners, we just identified the low of yesterday, but we didn't know how much. Okay, but we didn't know how much asset value we're going to be having when we exit at that low price of yesterday. So, Ntsoane, can you please take us back to the Royal Q app so that we show people how the value actually can also be calculated, with which Royal Q has done the most heavy lifting for us. So let's check the quantity. How much is the quantity, ma'am?
Position quantity.
Yes, the quantity of your position. Yes, because we are selling everything.
22. Is it 1,000? 22,172.9.
Yes. Yes, thank you, ma'am. 22,172.9. So that is position quantity inside the brackets is the asset, COS business partners. It's not money, it's not dollars. It's the quantity, it's the amount of the asset that we bought at that average price. So the same quantity multiply the average price that we entered at, the value is $30. But we're going to be selling at what price? We're going to be selling at the low of yesterday, provided the market continues to crash to yesterday's lower low. So that is what we just picked up with our eyes by looking at the candlesticks or market formation the structure, business partners. And then our logic told us that, okay, if this can continue to go down, we will not hold it until that level, because that may be a confirmation of a downward breakout, that is bearish breakout, like the price may continue to go down further and further. That's us thinking. So the best thing that you can do before anything else, protect your money. Pull out before it's too late, because you always have other opportunities to make more money and more money and more money, business partners. So now here we are. Let's please, Ntsoane, can you please take us to the sell information just above the current status? No, cancel, not there. Just slide up a bit. We want to see the sell information, sell trigger price above the current status. Hold it there, hold it there. Can you see that it shows you that there's a sell trigger price is lesser or equals to 0.001216, which is what we have seen on yesterday's candlesticks lower low. And then which means yesterday, this price was the lowest the market actually reached yesterday, business partners. And how much quantity are we selling? We are selling that 22,172, or 0.9. So that is the quantity. The same price that you see there, go up, you'll see is the whole quantity. It's everything. It's everything that we see there. You just light up for people to see that that quantity comes from the same position up there. On the top, at the top part, top left, the upper part of the page. I think it's networker.
Sell trigger price.
Slide downwards for people to see that this sell quantity comes from the same position. Is what we see there, where there's 22,172.9 COS, of course. So it means we will be selling everything, not at the price of the average, which was 0.001354, but we'll be selling at a price that is lesser than the one we entered at. It's like you bought a loaf of bread for 20 rands. Now circumstances force you to do what? To sell it cheaper than what you bought at. You bought it for 20 rand, and now you have to sell it for 18 rand. Let's say, or yes, business partners, or for 17 rand. I'm just giving an example, you see? So it means you'll be losing a certain amount there. If you are selling for 17 rand, you bought it for 20, it means you will be losing 3 rand. You will remain with 17, but you can still do something with that 17 to recover the 3 rand, because you know how to go about entries and exits, business partners. Because you can see that yesterday's price is lower than 0.0013, which is 0.0012, business partners. So we want to show you that the value that you're going to sell at will show you that the amount of money will no longer be what? $30. So let's do it on the calculation so that when our partners set up these things, they see this. The average price, Ntsoane, tell us first the average price. 0.0013 and what? So that we use the entire digit. Average price from Royal Q. What is recorded on Royal Q?
Average price is 0.001354.
Thank you. Now let's go to your calculator so that people can see this clearly. We are happy it's floating in profit now. We start with what? We said the value of your crypto is your quantity multiplied by the market price or the current price. So now you can't just tell you can instruct Royal Q to sell at the price you have to wait. You have to wait until the market reaches that price, for instance. So now let's do this. Let's put the quantity we have is 22,172.9. That is the coin we have on the spot market, business partners. It will always be like this. Please put the digit also. point,
Correct.
0.9.
I'm not on the calculator here, sorry. Askis.
Oh,
Askis.
okay.
Askis.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. We said 22.
172.9.
2.9.
Yes, that is the quantity we have. We have bought this. It's on the spot market, business partners. This quantity will always be like this until the robot sells it for you or you decide to sell it yourself manually. It will always be like that. So now multiply that by the price we bought it at, which is the average price, which is, I'll give it to you now. The average price is 0.001354.
1354.
Yes. Can you see it's $30?
Mm.
Business partners is $30 because we invested $30 into this cryptocurrency when it was trading at a price that was around 0.001354, which is the average price. So you entered this market at an average price of this. So how much was actually used, or how much did it cost you? It's $30. So you have invested $30 into this cryptocurrency. You came out with 22,172.9 COS, that cryptocurrency. You have it now. So we are waiting on the market to do better, to increase, to rise and rise and rise, so that we can sell that until maybe around 20%, so that we can make 20% of $30, business partners.
Please, let's not forget to increase our 10% profit.
Okay, we will do that. We will do that. But now we're asking you, Ma, to do what? To delete the average price so that you place or you multiply with our exit price or our stop loss price. Stop loss, it means depreciation. It means a loss of value. It means a reduction or decrease in the value of this asset. And decrease will mean anything below the average price, which is 0.001354, business partners. When it starts going down like this, it means our $30 will be reducing also. So we have set an exit price, which is a stop loss price, at 0.001216. Yes, business partners, can you see now that we have something around $27? That's why you saw 3 point something, because we have 26.9, you know? So that is what it is. So now you can see that we entered this position with $30, hoping that it's going to pump. But should it continue to go down and down, we will not take more than what you see there. We don't want to exit with anything less than $26 or $27, business partners. So we would rather have this on our side so that we get into other markets. If you want to trade the same coin, different direction, you feel free to do so if you believe it will pump. But after you have taken your profits or loss, feel free to move to another market. That is just how it is, business partners. A lot of opportunities, limitless opportunities to make money in here. Remember, these are one shots, and now you can see that the price at which you buy, or rather the price that you multiply your quantity with, your position quantity multiplied by the price, gives you the money that you're going to come out with. Currently, we've seen some green color on your unrealized P&L. Yes, which is unrealized profit. Let's go to Royal Q and check if we are trading above the average price or not. 0.00135. Can you see, business partners? We were sitting at, we entered the market at 0.001354, but now it's 1354. 56. That is
56.
0.001356. It means appreciation. It means increase in price. So we have traded a coin that has actually gone down the most, and we are hoping that it's going to sort of try and recover. You know, when it goes into profit, even maybe when you see 5%, and you can collect that profit, please. Don't expect that there will be another bullish move like what happened yesterday. You know, collect the profit that is good and then pursue other opportunities, business partners. This is what it is. And yeah, that's it. And I think what we're going to do is this clip, it's going to be we can stop the recording here, and then let's go to another coin we trade, unless if someone has a question, but we're going to address those questions as a team.
Can we please add 10%?
Let's go
increase
and
the
add
profit.
let's go and add the 10%, please.